Good morning everyone. Just getting ourselves going for the day, Sunday morning. Natural health workout of the week. Here's a workout for you to do. I'm recording it here so that you can keep fit all week long. No excuses. No excuses. There's no excuses for being lazy. We can get up and take action if we want to make a change in our life. We have to take the responsibility for it. If we want something different to happen, we're going to have to do something different with our food, with our movement, and it begins with different thoughts and words. This is how it happens. We start to practice and engage with our life in a different way. The things we're saying, the things we're doing change, and then what happens? Body and life begin to change. This is how it happens. This is how we heal ourselves naturally. Yes, we all can do that. Just getting ourselves going today. Just getting ourselves moving. A little bit of physical practice. Getting my body moving with some front kicks. I'm going to turn on my clock. That's going to give us some 30-second chimes. Let's practice 30 and 60-second intervals. Let's get ourselves moving in 30, 60-second intervals. Let's wake the body up with some front kicks, picking up through the hip flexors, kicking out through the hamstrings, warming up through the glutes, a little bit of balance and stability, alternating sides. One leg kicks, then the other leg kicks. I'm pulling through my core to lift my legs. I'm working on my core. I'm working on my hamstrings. I'm working on my hip flexors. I'm waking up my body with some physical activity. Good job. And what happens when we start to wake up our body with physical activity? What does the body start to do? It starts to call out for more oxygen. We start to create an oxygen debt inside of the body. When we move the body, we start to create a debt inside the body. The body needs oxygen in order to create ATP, that's cellular energy. So the body starts to call out for more oxygen. This is the body starting up. The body starts to breathe. And all you really need to do is just pay attention to the body breathing. And this is the way to step out of the busy mind. If we want to make a change, if we want to heal ourselves, if we want to heal something in our body or life, if we want to get rid of some pain, if we want to change our energy, sleep better, feel better about ourselves or our life, we want to make a change in our life, it begins with changing the things we think and say and do. It begins with changing our energy. We got to come to the foundation of how our body gets energy. Cellular energy is ATP. That requires oxygen. Just breathing and paying attention to what's happening inside of the body. Just moving and breathing and paying attention to ourselves. This is giving love and care to ourselves. We need to make some time for some physical and mental care for ourselves. Let's go. Kick to the front, kick to the front, kick to the back, kick to the back. Let's work through the hips here. Front of the hips and the back of the hips. Working through the glutes and the hamstrings in the back. Working on the hip flexors and the quads in the front. Working on balance and stability. Exciting my body, waking my body up. And how's the body wake up? It starts to breathe. Paying attention to my body breathing. Just tuning into the breath. Tune out the noise. Tune out the distractions. Tune into the breath. Tune into balance and stability, moving and breathing. Good job. Working on deepening our breath. Trying to take a deeper breath. As the body warms up, as the diaphragm warms up, we should be able to take a deeper breath. Just practicing taking a deeper breath, a fuller inhale and exhale. This next one, let's go front kick and back kick on the same leg. Front kick and back kick on the same leg. There's a lot more balance there. Same thing on the other side. Front kick, back kick. Front kick, back kick. Dropping ourselves down here, we're getting down into plank position. Working through the core, lifting one leg, lifting the other leg. Holding yourself flat to the floor, working on your core, working on your upper body, and lifting through the lower body, through the glutes, through the hamstrings. Breathing and moving. Practicing your plank. Keep her going. Practicing your plank. Keep her going. Trying to keep yourself flat to the floor as best you can. Working on the arms, working on the core, working on your full body. Doing your best. Focusing on your breathing. Tuning into yourself. Good job. Taking some time to focus on ourselves. Let's say you're going to work on yourself for an hour, 30 minutes a day maybe. Some time that we're going to tune into what's happening inside of ourselves. Our breathing, what's going on in our mind, what we're thinking and saying to ourselves. Just checking in with ourselves. Next one here, let's work on our squats. Physically checking in with ourselves. All the way down, all the way up. Moving and breathing. And tuning into ourselves. Tuning out the busy mind. Don't go with the thoughts in mind. Don't follow the thoughts in mind. Focus on the breath. Exhale down in the flexion. Inhale up, full extension. Nice full breaths. Moving and breathing, working on the thighs, working on the quads, working on the glutes. Let's go 30 seconds more. Practicing getting down small in your ball, in your best crouch, in your deepest knee bend. Coming right up big and tall, opening yourself up, full extension of your body. Practice your small ball, getting down small, and practice your big and tall. Open yourself up. Waking your body up for the day. Stretching it out. Moving and breathing. Good job. When I put my hands behind my head, I'm standing on one leg. I'm working on my hip abduction, working on my side of my hips here. Core muscles, working on balance, working on stability. Lifting off to the side, working on my hips. Breathing. Centering myself in the here and the now with my breath. Same thing on the other side. Coming into my power. Thinking about my power. Talking about my power. Taking action. Physical action and mental action towards my power, empowering myself, powering up, giving myself some love and care and power. Dropping myself down in my plank position again here. I'm going to be working on one side. I'm going to take my knee to my elbow, and then I'm going to take my leg to the sky. Let's add some breathing. So we inhale here, and exhale here, knee to the elbow. Inhale here, exhale here. Working on your plank, working on your breath. Same thing on the other side. Knee to your elbow for an exhale. Inhale that heel to the sky. If you need to take a break, just take a little breather. If you got to touch your knees down, that's okay. Do your best. Practicing moving and breathing. Tuning out the noise and tuning into yourself. Giving some love and care to yourself. Next one, we'll get ourselves up here. We'll wake ourselves up, we'll invigorate ourselves a little bit more with a little with a little shuffle. If you need to slow it down, you can always go lower impact. If you want to get that heart pumping a little bit more, you can get back into the bounce. We're waking ourselves up, moving some more oxygen through the body. Standing with my hands behind my head, let's come back to alternating hip abduction this time. Alternating sides. Working on the hips. Balance, strength, and stability. Working on the hips. Tuning into yourself with your breath, focusing in yourself. Good job. Next one, let's drop ourselves down on our backs, working into our sit-ups. We can reach for the toes that way, or you can bend your elbows and just bring your elbows to your knees. Pulling through the tummy, working through the core, working through the core. If you like, you can put your hands to your head. More difficult if we keep our hands higher on the body. If we want to make it a little easier, we just push those hands out and reach for the toes. If we need to lighten up on ourselves, go a little easier, just modify your sit-up for yourself. Any kind of modification you need to do. Don't worry about what you can't do. Don't focus on what you can't do. Don't be tough on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do your best. What's best for you? Focus on your core. Squeeze and tone your core. Inhale, open, exhale, contract through your core. Let's go. 30 seconds more. Inhale, open, exhale, contract through your core. Inhale to open, exhale to come through and contract through your core. Inhale to open, exhale to squeeze, contract, pull through your core, toning up your body. Strengthening up your body, getting yourself ready for the day, working on your best. Flipping myself over, I'm going to continue working on my core, just doing it from the other side. Instead of being on my back, I'm on my front. This gets my arms going too, my chest and shoulders. Got to carry my body weight. Plus, I'm working, pulling through my core. Pulling my knee to my elbow. Squeezing through the tummy. Squeezing through the tummy. Breathing. Powering myself up for the day. I am getting ready for my day. I am charging myself up. I am picking up my energy. I believe I have energy inside of me. I am thinking and talking about building up my energy. Good job. Flipping myself over, back onto my back. Still working through my core. 2 legs at a time if you can. Leg raise. If you can't do 2 legs at a time, that's okay. 1 leg at a time. Don't focus on what you can't do. Don't worry about what you can't do. Think and speak about what you can do. What can you do right now to move towards your best? We're working on leg raises. Let's work on some leg raises together. As a community, coming together, moving and breathing, working on our goal, a flatter tummy. Working on a goal, leaner, stronger, healthy. Working on a goal. I am healing myself. I am getting stronger every single day. I am learning every single day. I am getting better every single day. As I practice, I get better. Whatever I practice, I get better. I get better at. I am getting stronger, leaner, and better. I am getting back into shape. I am committed to my best health. I am committing to being healthy and well. Just recommitting yourself with your thoughts and your words and adding some physical training to it. Choosing physical movements and actions that are in alignment with my goal to be leaner, stronger, and healthy. Thinking and speaking about my goal. I want to be lean, strong, and healthy. Is that what I'm saying to myself? Or am I talking about the problems? Flipping myself over, I'm working into my spider lunge. Strength, core, and flexibility. Range of motion. Strength and length. Strength and length in the body. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Inner thighs. Front foot, you want to get that flat on the floor if you can. Back foot on the toe. Stretch it out. Forward lunging. Stretching out those inner thighs. Working on your hips. I am working on my hips. I am slimming, toning my thighs. I am getting leaner, stronger. I am working on myself. With every breath I take, I am getting better and better. Every inhale, I am picking up my energy. Every exhale, I am allowing my energy to move freely through my body. Inhale and exhale. If you need a break, take a break. Good job. Loosening up those legs, loosening up the body. Body's starting to get hot. We're moving fluids through the body. We're moving blood, we're moving lymph. We're breathing, we're detoxifying the body. Taking in some oxygen, alkalizing the body. Breathing out some carbon dioxide, detoxifying the body. Invigorating the body. Let's get the heart pumping here. Okay, I'm down into a squat. I'm coming up. If you want to walk it out, we can walk it out. If you don't like that jump, that's okay, we can walk it out. If you can jump it out, jump it out. If you need to slow it down and walk it out for a while, take a break, slow it down. Do what's right for you. It's not about killing yourself. It's about creating something that you love. It's about creating something sustainable that keeps you healthy and well, that makes you healthy and well, that makes you feel good. Good job. Grabbing my mat again. I'm taking myself back down on my mat. This one I can do it with my knees bent. It's the easier way to do it. It's wonderful. Or I can do it with my feet stacked. This is more work. Whatever's right for you. I'm working on my hips. I'm working on my obliques. I'm toning and tightening. I'm working through my core. Down and up. Hips, working through my core. Working on my posture. Working on my core strength. Tuning into myself. Tuning into my breath. Paying attention to what's going on inside of me. What am I thinking and saying to myself? Checking in with myself. Am I being kind to me? Am I thinking kind things about the others? Or am I in a battle inside of myself or with somebody else? Maybe I'm not here and now. This is the thing. I want to be present. I want to be here and now. I want to be toning and tightening my body. This is a focus. This is a decision. I am toning and tightening my body.
Other side, right?
You didn't do the other side yet?
No.
Do the other side if you haven't done the other side. I did both sides.
Me too.
That's okay, that's okay. Do what you have to do. If you have to go over to the other side, you must have done a minute on one side. Wow, you're fit. Next one, we're going to work on the burpee. We can do that jumping burpee, or we can do that walking burpee, or a little bit of both. Do what's right for you there. Getting the heart pumping with some burpees. Just becoming aware of that. The breath is elevated. The heart's elevated. Just sitting with that. Just being present with it for a second. I'm in control of my heart rate and my energy. Just recognizing your own power there. Just being conscious of yourself. My next one, I'm working on a suicide climb. I'm climbing up to my hands. I'm dropping down to my elbows. Climbing up to my hands. Dropping down to my elbows. Climbing with the right hand. Climbing with the left hand. If you got to do that from your knees, you can do that from your knees. If you got to drop to your knees, you can do that from your knees. Or you can do that from your toes. Or you can do a little bit of both. If you need to modify a little bit, no problem. If you need to take a break, take a break. Keep her going if you can. Suicide climb. Good job. This next one here, I can do it with my knees bent. That's the easier one. Or I can do it with my feet straight. That's the more challenging one. I try to take my elbow down to my hand. Take my elbow to my hand. rotating the body. Inhale to open. Exhale to contract. Inhale to open. Exhale to contract. Taking my elbow to my hand. Opening up my body. Working on my rotator cuff. Working on my obliques. Working on my core. Flipping her over to the other side. Working on rotation. Working on myself physically and mentally. I am working on myself. I am giving care to me. I am giving love to myself. I am growing in love. As I practice love and care with myself, I begin to grow in love and care. As I practice giving love and care to myself, I begin to grow in love and care. For myself and for the others. Here we go into a plank row. Let's try. Let's try 30 to 50, 20 to 50, 2 sets of 15 or 20 if you like. 20 to 50 on one side, 20 to 50 on the other side. In a plank position, rowing, pulling the dumbbell to my side, working on my back and arms, strengthening my back and arms. Plank rows, 30 to 50 plank rows on one side, 30 to 50 plank rows on the other side. Core strength, upper body strength. Once you're finished your set of plank rows, we'll get ourselves up one more time. Let's go into one more aggressive activity here for those legs. Let's jump out those legs. If we can't jump that, no problem. We just walk it out. We walk it out, no problem. If we can jump it out, more aggressive, more work. If you can handle it, if it's right for you. Don't hurt yourself. It's not about killing yourself. But if you can, push yourself outside of your comfort zone, then, go for a little bit of a push. Go for a little bit of a push. Exciting the body, invigorating the body. Once you've done 20, 30, 40 lunges or jump lunges, we'll just move to an alternating side lunge. Just shifting our weight and breathing. Just shifting our weight and breathing. Walking myself out. I'm coming out for some push-ups. Let's see. 10 or 20 push-ups. Walk yourself back, and we'll come back to an alternating side lunge. Walk yourself out, give yourself 10 or 20 push-ups or 5 push-ups. Push-ups on your knees, push-ups on your toes, however you like, and then coming back, alternating sides, side lunges. Breathing, breathing, conscious of my breaths. Moving to a lunge stretch. I got both my hands to the inside of my front foot. And I'm just breathing here. Good. Over to the other side, forward lunging, both hands to the instep there. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. Coming up from there, working on some balance and some strength. Standing on one leg. Lifting my knee high. Working into my hips. Trying to work on my full breaths, trying to work on my balance, trying to work on my hips. Other side, working on love and care. Working on thinking and speaking about love. Holding in my imagination, in the image in my mind. I want to be imaging all of the gratitude that I have for all of the gifts that I have. So gratitude, love, joy, happiness. Contemplating the things that I want more of. Whatever you focus on grows. Are you focusing on the problem? You know, what's the problem with my kids? Or what's the problem with my partner? What's the problem with my work? What's the problem with the world? Are you focused on the problems with the world? Take a moment out of that little focus of the problems of the world and focus in on yourself. Let go of the problems of the world for a second and tune into, what you really want to grow in your life. What do you really want to grow in your life? More of the problems of the world? I want to spend less time engaging with the problems of the world. Let them sort themselves out. Front foot flat on the floor. I got my back foot on the toe. Looking up. By tuning into ourselves, if each soul tunes into themselves and gives more love and care to themselves, watch the problems of the world slowly disappear. Just by everyone giving love and care to themselves a little bit more. By loving ourselves more, we appreciate each other more. We understand and accept and support each other more when we love ourselves more. Balance and strength. Upper body and lower body strength. Wonderful. Standing on one leg here. Let's practice. Breathing and balancing. Extend your body. Good. Same thing on the other side. Extend out your body. Balancing. Breathing. I believe in myself. I believe in my strength. I believe in my internal power. I believe I am love. I believe I have love and health inside of myself. Excellent. Next one here, we'll go for a nice wide leg stance, and we'll just work into our flexion here, just bending over, letting our head hang down, relaxing through the neck, relaxing through the back, relaxing through the back of the legs. The back of the body is lengthening. I am lengthening and strengthening my body. Thinking about that. I am getting healthier. Thinking about that. I am growing in health and joy and love. Thinking about that. Moving both hands over to one side. I am getting healthier. I am lengthening out my hamstrings. Over to the other side. I am getting healthier. I am lengthening out my hamstrings. Coming back to center, both hands to the center. I'm going to reach back and clasp my hands back behind my body and try to take them as far as I can back and away from my body, opening up my hands as much as I can. Bringing my hands down to the floor, both hands to the floor. I'm going to work on my rotation. Good job. Just working on breathing and moving. Bringing my feet a little closer together. Dropping myself down into a low squat. Working on my inner thighs. Working on my lower back. Opening up my knees. Opening up my hips. Nice deep breaths. Opening up my breath. Deepening my breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Good job. Pressing back here, I'm working on my calves. Stretching out through the Achilles. Stretching out through the back of the legs. Switching sides, stretching out through the Achilles, stretching out through the calves. Taking a break off those hands, taking your weight off of your hands for a second. And then returning back into the hands and pressing both of my heels down. Lengthening out through the back of my legs. Stretching out into the back of the neck and shoulders. Pulling out my mat here. I'm just dropping down on my mat, bringing my knee up into my hands. I want to stretch into my hips, into my lower back. Just breathing into my hips. Nice full inhale and exhale. Switching sides. Other knee comes up between the hands. Stretching over, stretching down, relaxing through the hips. Where do you feel blockage? Where do you feel resistance in your body? Just connecting to wherever you've got resistance, blockage, just breathing into it. Allowing it to move through your body. Working through it. Good job. Just flipping myself over onto my tummy. Working into a nice extension there. Relaxing through the abdomen. Relaxing through the lower back. Where do you feel blockage? Where do you feel tightness in your body? Just breathing into it, allowing it to move through. We have to learn how to let go of our energy blockages. We have blockages, trapped energy in our body. It creates sickness and disease in our body. It's emotional, it's mental, it's physical. It's got to be removed physically. Detoxification. We have to remove it emotionally and mentally from the body and life. Just stretching into the resistance. Coming over into flexion. Letting go of wherever you feel tightness. Good job. Coming up from there for some deeper extension here. One hand reaches back, opening up my chest and shoulders. Pushing your hips forward, leaning back your upper body. Same thing on the other side. Big inhale, big exhale. If you can get both your hands to come back, amazing. Excellent. Gently coming out of that deep extension, moving back into a nice forward fold, a flexion over the other way. Relaxing through the lower back, relaxing through the glutes, relaxing through those hamstrings. Good job. Lying back, I like to try to invert myself. I like to try to get my feet up over my head if I can. Practice upside down. Just changing your perspective. Slowly lowering those feet over your head as best you can. If you can't get your feet over your head like that, this is a great alternative. Just reaching for your toes that way. When you've hung yourself upside down long enough, we'll flip ourselves over and work on our inner thighs to finish off here. Pulling ourselves upright and opening up our knees as best we can. And as you practice that flexibility and strength, the body just gets stronger and more flexible. The pain leaves the body. The body begins to heal. Healing is a natural occurrence, a natural phenomenon going on here on the earth. It happens. We heal. All things heal. And with time, all things can heal. All things have always healed. Since we were children, our body is always healed when we cut or burned ourselves. This is just a change of energy healing. We're just coming into what is natural. Just breathing. Just the breath alone is natural. Just observation of the breath. Just naturally observing your breath, tuning out the noise and tuning into self. Recognizing there are two parts to the self. There is the thinker or the decision maker, or the masculine. And there is the feeler, the lover, the creative energy, the feminine. We are both. Balancing our energy is really coming into balance with the two sides of ourself. It's recognizing the yin and the yang within us. There is a decision maker, a decision. I want to be healthy and well. I want to heal myself. I want to love myself. I want to love my life. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to be better. I want to be best. I want to be my best. I want to have my best life experience. This is an intention. We hold it in mind. I want to be my best. It's an intention. We conjure it in our mind. We hold it in our mind, imagining my best. And then the imagination. It's an intention that we hold in mind, a decision, we've chosen it. And the active creative piece is the imagination. So we want to imagine what is our very best. You want to imagine your best happiness inside of yourself. Just imagine your greatest joy inside of yourself. Inhale and exhale and imagine joy rising up inside of you. Imagine health growing inside of you. Inhale and exhale as you imagine yourself growing in love and joy and health. And there you have it, a physical and mental and emotional shift, a change in our energy. We've picked ourselves up for the day. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific day.
Thanks, John.